opportunity to play hurt. Not that I wanted to be hurt, don't get me wrong, but like I broke my thumb on my throwing hand and played the next week. Now, if you'd have asked me prior to my career, of these injuries, which one would you think would keep you out the following week? Torn knee ligament, sprained ankle, separated shoulder, broken thumb when you throw a hand. I said broken thumb when we're throwing a hand, hands down, you can't throw. But yet I chose to try because that was kind of I felt like it was my DNA. And I ended up playing had the best 9-game stretch of my career with a splint on my throwing thumb. And again, I just kind of fed off of that. And the more I did it, the better I played. And not that my chest stuck out, but I just felt like the team never had to worry about that position because I was always going to be there. I was always going to be reliable, durable, tough, and a good leader. And there was a lot to be said for that. And I lived for that persona. Now at 52, I go, you should have taken a break a couple of times.
So it's funny because you think I'm no football expert, but you think of quarterbacks as like the most protected man on the field. But can't let the quarterback get hurt.
Now, you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Whether you want to play that way or not, the game does not allow you to play that way. They're throwing flags. Even if you try to run to get tackled, guys are going to shy away from hitting you. So you can't even, you can still get hit hard, don't get me wrong, but you have to try real hard to get hurt. And when I played, not that I tried to get hurt, but when you would hit me or hit me hard and I would feel it, to me, it was a challenge to see if I could get up quicker than the guy, pat him on the ass and tell him, hey, that was a good hit. That kind of had insult to injury. And now at 52, I'm saying, maybe you should have showed a little restraint.
So, but you said you did it in part because you were the leader of the team, the quarterback. You're the leader of the team. How important is it for the leader to show physical courage, durability, to play hurt?
Well, I think the quarterback position is so important. Some may say it's more important than any position on the field. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. The kicker misses a field goal at the end of the game. You tend to think that he was the most important person in it. So it's a matter of circumstances. But I think in general, overall, the quarterback is the one position that you really can't afford to not have someone good enough to play that position, but play week in and week out. And leadership obviously goes hand in hand with that. If you're out there, if you're at practice every day, you're showing up for games. You got a torn hamstring or you got a bruised shoulder. We know that, but a lot is expected of you, Brett. We expect your best, even when you feel your worst. And that goes back to, for me, with the way I was raised. There wasn't much room for sissies in our household. Not much feeling sorry for each other. Believe me, I wanted some compassion every once in a while. But very, very little of it came our way. My mom would certainly pamper us some, but Dad would not. And that translated over to my professional career, that a lot of people are expecting you to be your best week in and week out. So live up to that.